Hello and welcome to the 75 to 125 plus range panda, as people have repeatedly asked for, so here it is. And I have done some changes that I actually think is interesting and, yeah, better, in my opinion. Alright, let's just get right down to it. The normal stuff like, regeneration, resist, health, 111. Oh, sorry, 1111, 111. Initiative, if you're a damage dealer in the party, dodge instead. If you want to play, probably don't want to play tank in this spec, so nope. And crit, and as you are not getting any close combat, no block, just crit damage. Actually, you might want to go 50-50 on the backstab, as it actually is possible to get backstab with barrel jump. I suddenly got hiccups. It's quite weird. Alright. So, you actually only need to take 8 in the barrel, because when you check, as you can see the last point here in the barrel, pretty much only give it 1% more health. And that's kind of waste of 3 points, in my opinion. So you of course want barrel jump, bamboozle. Bamboozle, you actually don't want it for the armor now you want it for the knockback. For more and better kiting. And of course you want this one here. That pretty much means that Milky Wave costs 1 Wakfu point, you can see, but if you use this one when it has 15 stacks, Milky Wave will actually do, more damage because it lowers more resist, and it will actually not cost any Wakfu. So that is also pretty nice. Next up we have Victorious Barrel, meaning pretty much you can summon the bell further away from you, and also it will cost less to pick up the bell. And you will make an area of dizzy around them, so that's also nice. And of course you want area and distance damage, because that's pretty much what the panda is all about. And you actually have 10 points back, and I would recommend actually start putting in this, because if you can get it up to the max, as you can see, I can do that because I'm higher level, you can get 1 more AP when you pick up the bell, and that's pretty nice. But we do not want that, so I would say go with this. And the reason why I haven't picked this one is because I have chosen the spells over here, as you will see in a minute. So it's actually no reason to pick up this. Alright, let's go over here. Because if you pick up an ally, you can use this spells to Milky Breath to actually throw them. And this spell has its own 1-3 range, where this one needs to be leveled before it gets more range. This does not, Milky Breath does not need to be leveled before it gets more range. And if you want to throw an ally anyway, you probably want to give him some health as anyway. So that's kind of like a win-win situation. And we actually went with the Explosion Flask to actually throw the enemy or throw your bell. You can actually also throw allies, but you don't really want them to blow up, but alright. If you really want to, you can. Alright, and then we have, of course, alright, this is Milk Breath, Milk Wave, and Milk Fountain. I would say that you could, if you want a more support range character, you could get Splash of Milk to create a area of healing with the Milk Wave, or Milk Cloud. So it is debatable if you want Milk Fountain or Milk Wave and then instead pick Splash of Milk. But if you're not going for support healing panda, don't pick Splash of Milk, then it's not worth it. Next we have the fire spell, Exposure Flask. That is pretty much the reason why you're not leveling Camparian, the pickup spell. Because this does not cost more or less the more you level it to actually pick up. It just increases you how far you can throw them. And also how much luck you get when you're holding something. And we don't really want luck. So alright, and next up we have Milking It. It's pretty much just to get some fire AoE spells. The reason why we are not picking Light My Fire anymore is because they nerfed and fixed the skeleton at the same time. You can no longer keep stacking it for each round. It will disappear after 1 round now. But if you are 2 panthers, if you stack it on each of your turns, you can actually still keep getting it up. But normally you are not that, so there you go. So this is pretty much it. Alright, so let's... Oh, I forgot to... Oh, we did that. Oh, yeah, the major. We forgot that. You know, AP, MP, and range. So that is what we want. Oh, let's just go to the other screen first. You want a solo monk. You can see here, solo monk. You really want to get as much range as possible with the panda. Panda is all about range now because every spell he has is range modified. But you can get the solo monk in Miss Freezy dungeon. I think it's Ambassador dungeon, if I'm not correct, if that's the right name of it. And yep, get this one. This is really good. So alright, let's go back to the screen. So let's just, you know, give some examples. It's actually kind of hard to do some examples when the enemy's not moving because it's all about moving around the map with this guy. But just to give you an example, you can summon the bell, and then you can actually use the as a grenade, as you can see here. And you can use a bamboozle to push the enemy really far away. So that is really nice. And let's see. Pop, pop, pop. I have to look at my key bindings because they're a little different now. Of course, we could move here and then use this, but then you would be in range of the enemy, so you probably don't want to do that normally. I also picked the one where you pick up the bell if you're facing it. It's both a minus and a plus, as you will get more. You'll get the what I call it, the drunk states activated. But we have not maxed out the drunk state yet, so don't really know if it's worth it completely. As you can see, we can also hit through the bell with the milk breath. So that's another way of doing it. You can actually also use this and then use that to knock you another place. Or another example, if you pretty much want to go over to the left, you can jump here and use that to knock you away. So that's some way of doing it. Actually, I really wanted to show you with some monsters, but I think this is actually my real spec that I'm going to use. So I have a video up later on where it's all maxed out. But this is pretty much how I would say in 125. Remember to get a range necklace. You can get the first range necklace you can get from the token machine at Monk Island, the Monk dungeon. And range weapon, it should be pretty easy to find one with 1 AP and 1 range, and also get a hat with 1 range. Yeah, the War Rabbit crown is probably not something you're gonna get your hand on really soon. It's gonna take a while, but just find a hat with 1 range. It's really important you get range gear with the panda. So, well, let's get our dark wrap up. So we have 12 AP again. Alright, so this is pretty much it for me. And I will have a video up soon of me fighting high-level monsters, and you can kind of get a feeling for how it's supposed to work. Alright, thank you for watching.